How's it, everyone? It's your boy, your resident Black Spider-Man, Mr. Karabo Mdluli. Uh, so this is sort of an end-of-year wrap from me. We obviously put out quite a lot of content this year. A lot of new exhibition room stuff, cool mixes, cool interviews, partnering with Mark Young to produce a really awesome plane stream, which unfortunately had to be postponed until next year, but we're still really excited about that. It's going to be an awesome ride. So keep posted on that, and yeah, just some awesome art dealer stuff. Everyday Faces we launched this year. The interview, kind of more, don't want to say more serious, but in a way the more serious interview segment. Shout out to Tumi for that one. And of course your usual regular art dealers, kind of outtake on mainstream pop culture, some cool topics. Shout out to everyone who featured, who guest starred, if you want to say, whatever the case may be. So this is just sort of a introspective look back on the year for me. Art Dealers is my baby. It's something that I'm incredibly proud of. So in a way proud of myself for starting. I want to first of all just thank Tumi and Panashe, who were there with me in the very first episode, if you want to call it that, the demo. If you guys heard that episode when it was out, we kept it on YouTube for, I don't know, probably like a good 2-3 months before we decided to delete it, just because we felt that it just wasn't, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't as good as we would have liked it to be. But to see how far we've come in such a short amount of time, going from just YouTube now onto Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and yeah, just it's incredible. I'm super thankful. I remember exactly where I was when we made it onto Apple and Spotify. I was literally in Mozambique, this beautiful kind of lakeside resort. We were on our way to Malawi, stopped over in Mozambique, just outside of Tet. It was really, really nice, and we had a bit of Wi-Fi watching the England versus Colombia, I think it was, game, and in the hotel bar, and I just get an SMS to see that or email to see that the Art Dealers was approved, RSS was approved to go on Apple, which was just amazing. And as a result, which meant that we were on Spotify, and I remember just texting our group chat, our dealers group chat, and just being so stoked. And I was really, really happy, and just the steps that took to get there, and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's a bit of a financial hit on my side, but it's a small sacrifice to have this content out in the world on a more like professional and serious platform. So I'm just super thankful to everyone who's involved with Art Dealers, from a back end point of view to your hosts. I could honestly go on and on about each guy individually and how much they mean to me. I'm just really thankful to the guys who have kind of carried me, especially through this year. I think this year was tough for a lot of people, but it was certainly tough for me. I'm not gonna like lie and say that it wasn't not easy. It was I'm sure, like, publicly, most people know, like, who are close to me, like, obviously went through a breakup, and I didn't take that well. For like a good majority of this year, I was really in a really, really bad place, and just with mistakes that I made, which I'm truly regretful for. And I always tell people, like, I don't have regrets. I live by mistakes that I made. I live by my stripes. I'm nothing if not honest about myself and about who I am, and what you see is what you get. I don't fake it. I'm the same today, forever, and always. And same number, same hood as Biggie always used to say, I don't change for anyone. I'm the same always. And even if I've done something wrong, I never let that define me, because I'm human and I acknowledge my mistakes. But I certainly do feel like the thing that I did, and obviously people know, was genuinely the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. And it's something that I think, excuse me, that I will always remember. And it's, if I'm honest, I truly, if I could take it back, I would. And there's nothing else in this world that I'd take back, you know. Even like going overseas and doing amazing trips and all that stuff was amazing. But I'll go overseas again. I'll have trips again. But that thing I'd take back in a heartbeat. I think I hurt someone who meant a lot to me, and still does. And I'm truly like remorseful for that. But you know what? You move on from these things, and life kind of goes on. And I think I kind of emerged from the pits. Whoever, if you're the same as me, if you've been in the pits, you know that it is a rough place. And once you've been in the pits, you don't ever want to get there again. So I really hope I never get to a point where I'm in the pits again. It was hard. It was tough being alone and not sharing it with close friends, family. Just allowing myself to kind of wallow in my sadness was really a bad move on my part. I think for me, what kind of was a turning point is when I decided to get therapy. Not a lot of people knew. It was. I think it was a good decision on my part to start it. It was hard to get to that point. I think I had to really really get to the bottom to realize like, yo, I need help. And therapy was really good. I always used to talk against therapy. I thought it was a waste of time. But when there's people who genuinely care for you, I think it's not only beneficial, but I think it's so helpful. I think there's amazing people out there, and shout out to everyone who's studying psychology or wanting to be a shrink or something like that to help people, because those people helped me. And I think I think I'm just really thankful, you know. I also just want to say thanks to my friends. I had my 23rd birthday in September, and I had a birthday dinner, and only like a couple of people weren't able to make it. But the people that were there, I'm just so thankful. I just those people, you know who you are. You all mean the world to me, and you were so instrumental for me to be happy again, just by you being there. And I truly am thankful to all of you. I also just want to thank everyone who's like, I want to thank my sister. My sister's 13. She doesn't listen to our dealers that much, but maybe I'll send her this episode. I just want to thank her for being my rock, you know. She's my best friend, and yeah, man, I don't know where I'd be without her. And thank my family, my cousins, Mpho, Temba, Z. I don't know, Mpho especially. You were huge support for me. Someone who I could speak to. Shout out to Temba for that day when I came to Z's house, and we just spoke on the balcony for like a couple of hours, just catching up. And thanks for listening, and thank you, Z, for always being there, giving me wisdom. And shout out to Q and Karabo, my uncle, guys who I speak to on the side. I love you guys so much. I love you all so much. I think it's this kind of end of year wrap is just a way for me to say thanks to everyone for what's been an incredible 2 years. And this is not the end. I'm making it sound like it's an end. This is not the end. We're going to be pushing some more content. Don't worry about it. We're coming in stronger than ever. I I think it's going to be an awesome 2020. I'm really excited about 2020 personally. I think new things are happening. I want to thank my job. I want to thank, I'm leaving my position of 3 years. When I started Art Dealers, I was working here. NCCB, New Covenant Church, Bryanston, my church, my home. Thank you for 3 years of growth and learning and the opportunity to get better at my craft. It's a low-key kind of feel kind of kicked to the curb. Look, like, if I'm honest, I'm not gonna try and pretend like I was keen to go, but when I think when God opens a door, you have to really look at it in two ways. You have to look at it in a positive way, or kind of be negative about it. And I don't want to be negative about it. So I think it's been an awesome 3 years, and I'm really thankful for it. Like I said, I do feel like the guys here are a little tired of me, and maybe they're wanting me to go, and that's totally chilled if that is the case. But if it isn't, and I really do want to thank everyone who I've worked with here. It's been an incredible 3 years. I'm so thankful to everyone who I have worked with here. Guys who I never thought I'd even speak to, if it wasn't for being their colleague. And once I did get to speak to them, I just realized how amazing they are. Guys like Darren Mortimer, who's been almost like a mentor figure for me. And we always used to do the kids ministry designs together, sat down for hours and did the designs and just chatted, talked about life, and his lovely wife Kirsty and his amazing kids. So thankful to the Mortimer family. My boy Lee Webber has been on the Art Dealers old episode called Youth. He means the world to me. I could go on about Lee forever. I love that man. I love Janine, his wife, his kids, Lee and Israel and Skylar. Love that family to bits. Adriano Franco, who's my boss here, who's also just been a mentor to me. Someone who I could speak to about stuff, girl problems. Eleanor van Rennen, Nick van Rennen, her husband. Amazing couple. That their lovely daughter Sophia. Shout out to Cara, Adriana's wife. Always those conversations we had while she was picking up her kids. I think Mark McKinley and Renal and John Connolly and Megan McKinley, Mark's wife. I think Judith Edwards. I think the list goes on and on. Sean, Gareth Jr. The team that have been there for me. To Tabang, Josh, Naf, my Campbell, my other media team partners. It's been an awesome. And I just want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you to NCCB for just an incredible opportunity and incredible privilege that I've had over the past couple of years and past 3 years, and I'm so thankful. Onto a new journey. I'm excited for it. New work. It's going to be awesome. New opportunities to grow. New connections to be made. I'm excited. I know God's got me, and I also just want to. I think in the whole time of me being in the pits and all that, I think God was always there for me. I think my faith, I don't want to say was tested, but it definitely was. I relied so heavily on my faith this year, more than ever. And there was never a moment where I felt like I was truly alone. God is so faithful. Jesus is so faithful in the little times. And I think he speaks loudest when people are at their worst. And that's when we really need to plug in and lean in, as Hillsong likes to say, into him. So I'm really thankful. And just to everyone who's been there for me throughout this year. It's been a tough one, but it certainly hasn't been the worst. You know what I mean? It's had a lot of high moments, a lot of bad moments, but it hasn't been a terrible year. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways I could say about this year, is that it's been not only just really, just really introspective in the way that it gave me time to really think and focus, but it gave me a lot of time to reminisce of all the good times and a lot of the things that God has done for me, and a lot of things that my friends have done for me. I've never felt more grateful than I have this year for God, for Jesus, for my friends, for my family, my friends, in that order. Yeah, I just feel so much better than how I was at the beginning of this year. I'm actually happy, feeling motivated for the new year, healthy. I was really sick at the beginning of this year. Getting better, I think, my diet is better, eating well, getting back into football. I played football last night or yesterday. I think I put a good shift in, when you haven't played in a while and you think you're going to be rusty, but you're defending like a champion. I think I played really well, and you get back into jogging. I was jogging a lot, and it's getting back into that again. And yeah, I think it's been an awesome year. I'm so thankful to everyone, and I would say it's been an awesome end to the year, should I say. I've been an awesome end to the year. And let me end this before I start either crying or rambling on for an hour. So first of all, thank you to everyone who's taken the time to listen to us speak nonsense, but also speak a lot of really cool things. Thank you to everyone who's been on the Everyday Faces. Shout out to Alan Astro. Shout out to Mark Young, son of Dennis. Shout out to everyone who's been on the exhibition room, to Deep Souls, to Luke, to Malik, to Mark and Dennis, of course. Forgetting people, and I'm so Hugo G. Yeah, guys. So shout out to Jubs for being the mastermind behind all of that. Shout out to Tumi being the mastermind behind Everyday Faces, and everyone, to Dan, to Panashe, to Cameron, to Jordy. Yeah, I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. And yeah, Art Dealers 2019 wrap. It's been a great one. 2020 is going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome decade. We're coming through with some bangers next year. And yeah, love you all. It's your Resident Black Spider-Man signing out. See you next year.